Sit your ass down and
Sit your ass down. Sit your $5 ass down before I make 10.
Man, sit your ass down.
Yeah, we at that special time where we give the credit for people for being stupid, people who need to sit their ass down. These all come from the world of sports.
I like that giraffe you do. That sit your ass down giraffe.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
You do that once a year.
Yeah, at the end of the year, to sit your ass down of the year, the reigning champion,
Go ahead.
Juicy Smouye. I feel like he can come back in 2P. I feel like he can, but he don't have some.
I don't see how Juicy Smoke. What he beat my Rudy Giuliani? I think that's what
Yes,
it
he
was.
did. He beat Rudy.
I don't see how that happened.
Hold on, because here's why with Rudy, he got so stupid to the point where it was just like,
Dude, I don't see how.
you kept doing shit.
I don't see how he.
But Juicy Smouye was so stupid in one instance.
Just saying.
It was like
I don't disagree. He wasn't stupid in one instance.
It was the Cinderella story of Cinderella stories of dumbassness.
I told my wife. Are we on?
Yeah, we're still on.
Oh, damn! I thought.
Wait.
Well,
But he's gonna have some stiff competition because all three of these come from the world of sports.
All right.
And all three of these are. I'm emotionally invested because there are no sports, and this one gives my first.
Did you watch that UFC?
Yeah.
I swear.
Hey, I'm down with it.
They was beating each other's ass. You heard every smack.
Yes.
Kick.
Ain't no crowd.
God damn, that hurt.
It ain't no crowd.
Damn.
And this, you see how you just had that emotional thing to that?
That's how you feel?
This is my first sit your ass down.
Hit it.
Go to Scott Van Pelt, SVP from Sports Center. My man, you was doing so goddamn good. So goddamn good. But no, Scott. Not Scott Van Pelt. Monday, at the start of Sports Center, SVP started Sports Center after the UFC, after WWE, because pretty much they're the only things going on right now.
He's nice.
After he says he makes this big blog article saying he's nervous because without sports, he feels nervous. There's nothing to talk about on Sports Center. And I quote, the analogy that I landed on is much like being a waiter in a restaurant where there are no chefs and there's no food, end quote. Scott, if you don't sit your ass down forever, for this reason, my guy, you on Sports Center. Before you got the job at Sports Center, y'all got rid of two other Sports Center anchors. And that was, shout out Detroit's own, Jamel Hill and Michael Smith. Hands down, the best version of Sports Center 6. And by doing that, y'all made this whole thing about saying, no more sports, no more politics, no more pop culture. We just gonna be strictly sports. So SVP became professional best friend to every sports athlete. We're in the middle of a pandemic and you're feeling nervous. So I look at Scott Van Pelt. This is the time, those relationships he was cultivating, when you was everybody's best friend. Hey, why don't you call and check on them? Hey, why don't you talk about the UFC? How about you just spend more time? And I want to give a major shout out. The reason I'm naming other people on this network is why is it so hard for you, Scott? Huh, SVP? Why is it so hard? Because I watch First Take every morning. And I watch Stephen A. Smith.
I can listen to Stephen A. Smith talk about anything. I love it.
Break down the Jordan documentary. This is shit that happened. We know this. And he is rekindling old ass arguments.
I listen to Stephen A. Smith talk about anything.
And I'm watching
I would
him,
get equally as upset.
Molly, and my man who will be coming to. I watched Tony Kornheiser. I'm watching all of them. Just peel the onion back as many ways, and I am thoroughly entertained. So, Scott Van Pelt, my man, if all your contemporaries are doing it, if y'all can get blood from a stone, that just shows you ain't shit, Scott Van Pelt. You ever thought about that? So, SVP, for me, this 10 o'clock tonight, sit your ass down. Sorry, I got a little emotional because I'm looking at this.
No, I'm looking at you. You got
I'm like,
I almost worked up a sweat down.
Scott, your whole thing is sports. This is the time you can bring up every barbershop argument. I watch Stephen A. do it every morning. Every barbershop argument I've ever seen came out of his mouth. Well, could Jordan beat LeBron? If it wasn't for Scott Van Pelt telling us, you let me know you bullshit. Because Scott Van Pelt, if it wasn't for you telling me LeBron got to take a shit every 10 minutes, I don't think you would have a job. I really don't. So please sit your ass down. Now this one, I know, that was a little personal. I don't know.
Dude, I swear for God.
Like I do?
That nigga owes you money from back in the day because for gas. I'm serious, dude. Like, goddamn.
You know how I know this is more of a universal thing? I want to give a shout out to 97 Won a Ticket. I had a nice little rant.
97 Won a Ticket is a good riding show to listen
Yeah,
to.
and I had a nice little rant. And I got a text from our buddy Z for the Act Accordingly podcast with Badger Z. And he was just like, is that you on the radio? I said, yes, it was. You made some pretty good points.
That is also.
That is it. And but the second sit your ass down, this hurt. Like, I talk in front of a microphone, so the Scott Van Pelt thing bothered me because I was like, you know, nigga, make content. Your whole thing is to make content. Make content. This is your chance. This one just hurts because this set us back as black people. Second, sit your ass down. Go to DeAndre Baker. Now,
Talk about that.
oh, you know where I'm getting at, right?
Go ahead, talk about it.
Okay.
Talk about that.
For those who don't know, I am a two-time fantasy football champion. So this is around the time I stopped. The draft just went on. I'm scouting. We're in the middle of COVID, so there's no
Speaking of that,
training.
let me say this,
but I'm still looking.
Let me just say this to you.
The NFL season, there may be a man who may not be playing.
Mm-hmm.
He just got drafted. What was that? Got to be 3 weeks ago. He got drafted. Great cornerback. Came from Florida. And that should have been my first clue right there.
No, man. Nope.
You know what? That should have been.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know who listens to your show. It might be people outside.
Yeah.
With.
But
Hey,
I don't give a damn
bad
who
about
you.
Florida.
Oh, no. Let me tell you something about Florida.
Don't tell nobody nothing about Florida. Go ahead.
No, I'm going to do this. Now, Charlamagne the God, you know, shout out to him.
Right.
He said the craziest
Breakfast
people
Club.
come from the Bronx and all of Florida. I'm not saying it's wrong.
I love Trick Daddy.
Hold on. I'm not saying he ain't crazy. Here's how I know Florida was crazy. If you remember, we was talking about the sit your ass down of the year. There was an entire section dedicated to the state of Florida. In the final 16. So that means the state of Florida
The entire state needs to sit their ass down.
had 8 representatives
But sit your ass down.
but sit your ass down of the year. This ain't no weekend where we just shitting on Florida. They have represented so hard that 8, what was it, 32? And we had to narrow it down.
From each, like,
So they came in the game with 8 Floridians.
Yeah, man.
That's fucked up. In 1 year.
That's also one man's opinion.
Okay.
I did not disagree.
Oh, okay. So now we get back to DeAndre Baker. This is the most nigga shit to ever get arrested for. This is it. DeAndre Baker, who recently got drafted to the NFL for the New York Football Giants. Now, I'm not counting anyone's pocket, but the minimum he could make, just based on their history, new guy, first year deal, cornerback, high shot quarterback, is $8.1 million a year. That's just historically.
Okay.
Historically, we're somewhere in that ballpark. He and Quentin Dunbar of the Seattle Seahawks had a party in the middle of COVID-19 in a hotbed, social distancing, please don't be around each other. They had a party
Yeah.
and had a guest show up to their party with a watch they want and held them. Yeah, they held the guest of their party amongst many other guests. All these witnesses, they held the guest at gunpoint and tried to rob him and take his watch.
Somebody suck that baby's dick.
We ain't even at Cuba. My finger on the button. I will press that button.
God.
So let me get this straight.
You should have that button just ready available.
I do actually. I'm
shocked.
Honestly, I'm just showing restraint right now.
Okay.
So let me get this straight.
Why did he say that?
You hold on, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
You try to rob my man of the watches. It was two guests. They said roughly the watch comes up to about $12,000, and after you robbed them or whatever, between 50 grand, you have to split right down the middle because it's two of y'all,
right.
And only $25,000. That's the total that you're robbing this person for. Now, without getting into the murkiness of it, you're not supposed to have a party right now, COVID. You're not supposed to be around a bunch of people. You're not supposed
I don't
to
consider that to be murky.
Hold on. No. Let's go down to the level of offenses.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I see.
Let's see how far we're going down. My man, you did what most people would kill for. Not to say you should, because you tried to kill this motherfucker over a watch. The NFL. You escaped the slums of Florida, made it to the NFL, where you are granted, not being in your pockets, $8.1 million. Now, I don't know how my math works, but is $8.1 million more than $25,000?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So you just gave up $8.1 million. And now you got 4 counts of armed robbery with a firearm, 4 counts of aggravated assault. And your boy had a warrant for his arrest for, just being with you in the middle of this house. So this argument broke out while you was playing cards. And instead of saying this, look, I see where this can go. This could go left. You know what? Keep your damn watch. Keep your damn money. I'd rather just go home. You let this get in the way. And while the cops were walking in, now, they say this is the part that got me this morning. While the cops were coming in, so that means someone had to call the police on y'all for doing all this. You had the gun pointed at my man, telling someone else, just shoot this motherfucker, end quote.
He ain't gonna make it.
So,
Sitchoassdown.
there's so many ways. Some shit is just obvious.
Well,
So, man, DeAndre Baker.
niggas.
That's it.
Niggas.
You just done with this.
Niggas.
There you go. DeAndre Baker.
Sitchoassdown.
Man, please. Now this is the thing. This is my last Sitchoassdown comes from the NFL owners. And
This COVID-19 is really kicking your ass.
it hurts.
Kicking your ass.
It hurts. I know. I need a haircut bad.
No, I
You see it.
I ain't talking about. I do see it. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I'm just saying. Well, now go ahead. I said I'm saying. I ain't gonna end up.
It's all sports. But this one takes the cake. Now, the NFL, they're seeing if we can go out and we can have COVID. We can have games. Are people coming to the games? Are they not? How are we going to do these games in the fall?
Right.
Okay, they're coming up with a plan.
Right.
But they want to address, and this is where, goddamn white people, white owners, this is why they need to sit their ass down. They say, hey, while we're in the room talking about, let's address diversity. I don't know if you noticed or not, it's 32 teams. A lot of us, with the exception of 2, are white guys. So, here's the rule. And this is where it gets dumb. This is why they need to sit their ass down. They said, hey, guys, if you hire a black coach or a black GM, you get a 3rd-round pick in the next year's draft, no questions asked. Do you understand why that's a problem?
I think I do.
So, it's bad enough, the Rooney Rule. Now, the Rooney Rule, historically, every black coach, if there's a coaching job or GM job, a minority candidate has to be interviewed just to show that. Now that's a good plan That has problems in it.
I want to go. I
Hold
want to
on.
interrupt you.
The Rooney Rule is a rule. I see what y'all want to do, but even that has problems with it. So y'all want to vote on this new rule next Tuesday, where it says like if you hire a black guy, we give you a third-round draft pick. So motherfucker, what if I hire a black coach, a black GM?
Racism is so.
What if I get a black? What if I have a black janitorial staff? Do I get Tom Brady?
Mississippi grits in the February Detroit win.
Hey yo.
Thick.
All right. If I have an entirely black offensive line coach, strength trainer, a black kicker, can I just have Tom Brady? Can I just have him?
Don't push your look, nigga.
But that's what you saying?
No,
if I hire a black coach, I get a third-round pick?
You don't know white people. That ain't what they're saying.
No. Check this. No, I know exactly what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting so pissed off about this, because it's like, all right, so let me get this straight. What if I'm the guy that got hired? I'm looking at Mike Tomlin. Like, Mike Tomlin is a damn good coach. He is a beneficiary of the Rooney Rule. He just is. It doesn't hurt that he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the guy who made the rule, Art Rooney, before he passed. So, if I'm Sam McClain, and I got a good job, I know a thing or two about football, and I want to go interview with the Lions. I believe if they had me in the room, I got some pretty good ideas. So, yeah, let me go. Are you hiring me just because you want Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence coming out of college this year. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Are you hiring me because
So I'm the white man and you the nigga that's coming in? Is that what I'm hiring you? Yes. Let's go to be honest about it.
Oh, I'm just hiring you because I want DeAndre Swift.
I need the black seat.
I'm hiring you. And then, let's say I've been hired a year. I did a pretty good job as coach, so I think.
Oh, he's just black.
I think.
He's just black.
So, you hire another guy who looks like me.
And I know what some of your listeners are saying. It ain't all racism.
Oh, this is totally racism. So, let me get this straight. They hire you. You black guy. Last time I checked.
Yeah, look at me.
So,
Black and shining.
Okay. Let's say the draft order. If you're the worst team, usually you get a higher draft pick. That's just whatever. It balances out because it gives you a chance to build your franchise back up. But what if I was the best team, but I have an entirely black staff? Do I now move up?
No.
As long as I got it. No, I'm showing you the flaws in
I get
this.
it. I'm just saying, as we've seen in history, it ain't too often where a nigga get to be in the high office and have that type of power. That ain't happening for a while.
Hold on, but
I know what you read.
Yeah. But now I'm in the high office, so am I even being utilized, or do you just want a draft pick?
Well, you're being utilized for the blacks.
Excuse me. Let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
Am I being utilized for my talents, or do you just want a draft pick?
I want the draft pick.
There you go.
That's why you're there.
That's why I'm here.
That's it.
Meanwhile,
it's like you and Obama.
I didn't put my entire career to do this thing. I'm a former player. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I've been worked up all through the ranks where I am totally qualified for this job. But you're not seeing it because you want draft picks.
Yeah. You like the Pete Buttigieg of draft picks.
No, here's the deal with Pete Buttigieg.
No, Pete Buttigieg was never going to get it. Was he qualified to do the job? I think so. Would he have been good at the job? I also believe it.
But that means he would have gotten it if there was an incentive for you. Let's say I vote for Pete Buttigieg, and you get what I'm saying? If there was an incentive for me, or in this case, America.
No, I see your point.
So NFL owners, man,
that's what the correlation is.
Y'all done did some shit. Sit y'all ass down.